Hello, today I am going to explain to you the geometric shape called the ellipse. And an ellipse is basically a stretched circle or a flattened circle, and it comes from you can see it in our math book through the conic section, like a slice. Formally, an ellipse is defined as follows. For 2 points given, the foci and ellipse is the locus of the points, such that the sum of the distance to each focus is constant, and I'll explain that to you in more detail. So just to confirm, an ellipsis is actually what we use for social media. There's 3 dots. I thought that was kind of funny when I was just looking up the definition. Okay, so for now I'm going to show you some work here. This is actually the standard form or the equation of an ellipse. So it has the x minus h and the y plus the y minus k, and the h and the k are going to be the centers. And then we have the a and the b, which are actually going to be the distance from the centers. And the a is going to be in the x direction, and the b is going to be in the y directions. So here I have an example. Since we don't have an h and a k here, it's not going to have a shift, so the center is going to be at 0, 0. And so this is going to become our a, which is the 4, and the 2 is going to become our b here. So what I did, I went and made a little graph here. I found my center, and then I went right and left 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then from the center 1, 2, 3, 4, and made my dots. And then I went 1, 2, and then down 1, 2. So this here is actually the ellipse. So you're always going to want to have it in standard form. If you don't, everything's going to need to be set equal to 1. So if you don't, here's an example how I set the equation. I divided everything by 36 here, and then got my standard form equation. So here are a couple of things what to look for. The ellipse also has 2 foci and 2 vertices, and they're both going to be on the major axis. There is a major axis, which is obviously the longer one, and the minor axis is going to be the shorter one. So here I just gave you some examples on how to come up with the equation here. If there was going to be a shift, the h and the k are going to actually be in the opposite directions. So here I have, we're going to be going, instead of, it's going to be right 2 and then down 1. So there is my little graph. So, and then back to my PowerPoint here. I also have the horizontal ellipse and that equation here, and then the vertical ellipse and that equation as well. And then there you can see the foci and vertices here. Okay, so I found a few shapes here that all resemble an ellipse, and I'm going to actually go into paint so that we could just trace. So here is the coconut, and trying to do my best here. There would be the ellipse, and then the avocado is actually like almost a double ellipse. trying to film and draw at the same time. Okay, and then here's this beautiful plate. That's not so good, but I think you understand here. And then the mirror. And this is why it's good for grafting, if you could just kind of do your major and then your minor axis here, and then just kind of trace this beautiful painted egg. Pick that for Easter, since we have Easter coming up. And then this is just something different, another ellipse here, because I was going to use an eye, but that's not actually like an object, so I found a pair of sunglasses. Alright, and then I'm going back here to my slideshow. Okay, and my chosen field of study is dentistry, and I thought this was pretty cool because I found more ellipses. And I plan to study dentistry, do all of my prerequisites so that I can go into dental school. And then so far I'm about halfway through. Probably will major in some type of a science course, maybe biology. But I work in a dental office day to day, and it is exactly where I want to continue my career. All right, well, thank you for joining me. Bye-bye.